Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is August 22nd, 2024, day 4 of the DNC, the final day, and it's going to be closed out with a speech from Kamala Harris, born in Oakland, California, where Huey P. Newton was once assassinated at age 47 on this very day. And all over the DNC, you're going to see signs that say, "Make Kamala number 47. Remember, all of the original Black Panther meetings were in the Bay Area in Catholic churches. And Kamala, part of the way she climbed the political ladder was helping minimize the penalties for the Catholic Church in the Bay Area. We know what the Catholic Church is often in trouble for: the abuse of young children. That's part of Kamala's legacy. Again, Huey P. Newton, dead at 47. We know that in Gematria, president equals 47. So does White House. So does government. So does authority. So does Vatican. So does Republican. So does Democrat. So does DC. She's going to be running against Mr. 47, Donald Trump, who gave the Pope at the Vatican a lotus flower in a major ritual, who's now running against Kamala. And again, Kamala means lotus flower. We've been talking a lot about this. Notice what day Huey P. Newton was born. He was born on February 17th, 217. Remember when Trump gave the Pope the lotus flower on May 24, 2017? That was the 217th day of Kamala's age. We just had Michelle speak on behalf of Kamala at the DNC on the 217th day of her age. This year, Barack's birthday fell on the 217th day of the year. Again, Biden passed the torch to Kamala on 21/7, 217 days after the Pope's birthday, 217 years after 1807, when women lost the right to vote in New Jersey, the only state where they had the right in the early part of the country. And it's a reminder, we've been talking about this photo that Kamala put out 47 minutes after the hour back in 2021, shortly after taking the White House with Biden. But she put out this photo on February 17th, 217, Huey P. Newton's birthday. That's also Michael Jordan's birthday in light of the DNC being in Chicago. And if you've been listening to the speakers at the DNC, I mean, they've been talking about almost everything but Kamala. There's been a lot of references to Jordan. It's like, okay, because of MJ, we should vote for Kamala? Okay. But here's what else is wicked, you guys. I had to go back and look. Huey P. Newton, dead August 27, 1989. Man, he died 59 days before Kamala's birthday. And Kamala's 59 years old right now. And again, she took the White House with Biden after they won, wink, the 59th U.S. presidential election. Again, Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. Motown came out in 59. In Gematria, slave, Negro, Rasta, blues, they all equal 59, as does renegade, which was Obama's Secret Service name. Kamala was just 24 years old when Huey P. Newton died. Here we are in 2024. Woman equals 24. He died in 89. 89 is the 24th prime. Remember when Harbaugh won the championship at the start of the year for Michigan? It was his 89th win with Michigan. When Patrick Mahomes won the championship for the Chiefs in Missouri, the 24th state, he got them their 24th playoff win, winning the Super Bowl, but also his 89th career win, the 24th prime. But in a lot of that 89-24 business, here it is again. And we've talked about this many a times with Huey P. Newton. Again, I had USA Today write their hit piece on me in January 2016 because in week 3 of that NFL football season, we laid out why Peyton Manning would beat Cam Newton in the Bay Area, where Huey P. Newton founded the Black Panthers the same year as the first Super Bowl. Why Von Miller, number 58, would be the MVP of that game, and Cam Newton would be the 58th quarterback to start in the Super Bowl. Again, Huey P. Newton in Gematria equates to 58. Remember, Cam Newton was born in 89, the same year Huey P. Newton died. Run it the big way, Huey P. Newton equals 131. He died on the day, leaving 131 days left in the year. Cam Newton born on the 131st day of the year, the same year when Super Bowl's also 131. But yeah, go back and read the hit piece USA Today wrote on me in 2016. It was because we nailed that NFL season so hard. We had the right Super Bowl matchup and outcome. We had the right Super Bowl MVP, and we even had the Black Panther tribute understood. Go back and look. Beyonce performed at Super Bowl 50 in the Bay Area for halftime and dressed up as a Black Panther and got a lot of criticism for it. We had all of those things circled week 3 of that NFL season, and we've done it so many times, calling out the sports futures from the start of the season before it even began, early in the year. But yeah, that year was all about Huey P. Newton as well. Now, all these years later, this. It's even more blatant. And when you think of the Black Panthers, funny enough, Black Panther Party in Gematria equates to 74. Today's date numerology is 74. Go figure. But it's in Chicago, and the most famous assassination of a Black Panther is that of Fred Hampton, who was murdered in Chicago. You might recall when I covered when Colin Kaepernick was on the Niners facing the Bears, and he showed up to the press conference in a Huey P. Newton t-shirt. Or not, excuse me, not Huey, but a Fred Hampton t-shirt. And remember this year, you guys, this year, the 49ers, their schedule, they play their game on October 10th. That'll be their 6th game of the season on Gavin Newsom's birthday. And then they play their next game 10 days later on October 20th on Kamala's birthday. And it's against the Chiefs, 49ers Chiefs, rematch of the Super Bowl. And remember, Kamala Devi Harris equals 152. The Chiefs were at the White House this year on the 152nd day of the year. Kamala Harris alone equals 112 like Chiefs like Super Bowl. That game on her birthday is 112 days before the Super Bowl 59 matchup. And we all know what they did to OJ from the Bay Area, who died 59 days after the Super Bowl. And they announced him dead as the Masters teed off when Ephesians 6 verses 5 through 9 say, slaves, obey your masters. But yeah, about Fred Hampton, who was killed in Chicago by the feds. Now Kamala running for federal office. Today is the 263rd day since the anniversary of the murder of Fred Hampton. And remember, Jay-Z was born the exact same day Fred Hampton died. And now he's with Beyonce, and Beyonce gave the song Freedom to Kamala. You know they're going to play that tonight. I bet they'll be playing that as she takes the stage. But anyhow, it's 263 days since Fred Hampton's death anniversary, the 56th prime number. Black Lives Matter equals 56. Society of Jesus, 56. Washington, D.C., 56. Kamala took the White House with Biden at age 56. When Obama won with Biden and spoke in Chicago accepting the nomination, that was the 56th U.S. presidential election. And if my math's correctly, 1969 when Fred Hampton was killed, that means next year, 2025, is going to be the 56th anniversary of his murder by the federal government. Again, Society of Jesus has the 56th the small way, 187 the big way, like how they did Huey P. Newton dirty on the 187th day of his age. In California, where that's also the homicide code. Again, what is 47, Truth Seeker? We talk about it all the time. We'll leave it there for now. Again, thank you to everyone who hits like and the share. If you want to support this work, again, we really need it. Had our support not been cut in more than half since we pounded pavement coast to coast, you know, we'd be at the DNC right now. We would have been at the RNC. We'd be out speaking on the street, pounding pavement, something we're highly effective at when we're out there, but it takes resources. And until we get resources back, you know, it's hard to do the things we really need to be doing. Putting them out on the internet, you know, it's somewhat helpful, but with the algorithms and the suppression, we're not reaching that many people anymore. When we're out on the street, people can't stop but hear us. So thank you again to everyone who has continued to support the work, found a way to do it. Again, real stat, 4 out of 7 people who were supporting the work when I went to New York have disappeared. Until next time, Truth Seeker.